Now, please, let me advise you. As a young man, as a young woman, grow large in your spirit. Grow very large. Give yourself to fasting. Give yourself to prayer now.
Obedience is natural. There is a different level of logic that God makes available. And if you have that logic, your natural response will be to obey. But if you don't have that logic and you are looking from outside, it's a mystery. So I'm showing you the mechanical engine of faith. Huh? Now give me that scripture quickly. Accounting. Let's not go into the Greek word of accounting. Accounting that God was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure. You see, when God came to encounter Abraham, there was a way he appeared unto Abraham. He appeared unto Abraham as the God that raises the dead, and the God that called those things as be not as though they were. That was the introduction. That was how he revealed himself to Abraham. And on the strength of that revelation, he was armed with that revelation when God was asking him to offer his son. On the strength of that revelation, he concluded that the God that raised the dead, he has the ability to bring him back from the dead. Maybe he wants to do one magic. But his faith was anchored on the fact that the way God appeared to him was as the God that has the capacity to raise the dead, and the God that calls the things that be not as though they were. Having that at the back of your mind, it was easy therefore for Abraham to interact with God, to obey God in the light of God's request on his life, because there was a background knowledge that enhanced him. He was operating from another level of understanding and logic. One of the components of faith that you must understand is knowledge. The spiritual knowledge behind the practice of your conviction. The spiritual knowledge behind it. I was very sickly when I was small, almost always sick, until I had an encounter with Jesus. I can't tell you, the encounter was not in words. The encounter was more spiritual than it was academic. But what I got from the encounter was that I could see my sickness on Jesus. I don't know how that happened. And that was how I was not only healed, but I entered into healing ministry. As we begin to pray for the sick this night, I will see that thing again. And there is no sickness that is bigger than what I saw. There is always a spiritual knowledge, an encounter, an understanding that makes the our walk of faith fluid. A man that doesn't have that understanding is going to struggle. It comes so naturally to people that have had encounters, and that encounter has filled your heart, and there is no room for doubt because that reality is alive. We are going to pray tonight, and you pray for yourself. There is an understanding that you need that will enhance your walk with God. From 300 level, God began to show me that the part of ministry is calling me into is going to be dangerous. So whereas everybody can declare that I'm going to live for 70 years, I'll live for 120 years. I told my wife, I don't know how long I'll live. It might be short, it might be long, because of the things I've seen. If you want to walk with me, I can't promise you long life. Oh, you're laughing. I know it. So I'm prepared for that destiny. The fear of death, I left it behind long ago. If you are looking for a man to stand up in the face of danger, call me. I left it long ago. But I was not born like that. I was a very fearful man. There were encounters that I had. There were encounters that I had. Those encounters, it shaped my understanding. The Lord will shape somebody tonight in the name of Jesus.
Now, please, let me advise you. As a young man, as a young woman, grow large in your spirit. Grow very large. Give yourself to fasting. Give yourself to prayer now.